Thank you so much for tuning in to The Awakening with Katina Love and segment on Inspiration Sunday. The Awakening with Katina Love is your go to resource to learn about self empowerment, the law of attraction, creating financial abundance, and natural health. Please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Awakening with Katina Love, where there are over 70 shows to download for your listening pleasure. Our special guest today is Virginia Nolan, intuitive life coach and certified health coach. Today, we're going to talk about what led Virginia to her spiritual path and calling in life. Thanks so much,
Hi,
Virginia, for being a guest today. How
hi.
are you?
I'm great. And you today?
I am wonderful. I am wonderful. I was reading your bio and it really touched me because I read where you were about 13 years old when you were felt connected to spirit and that you had a higher calling on your life.
Yes. And thank you so much for having me today.
Oh, you're welcome.
At 13, I grew up in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom was very intuitive. She read a lot. And whatever she would will to happen that was good, was for the people, it would happen. And
Mm-hmm.
so I see that if your parents are intuitive, more than likely the kids, the children, whatever they would have, would be also.
Mm-hmm.
So at a young age, I found myself being tuned in to the universe.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know why. It was like the universe had my attention and it grabbed my attention to make sure that I was paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
And so as time went on, um, I ended up with handheld computer. And this
Wow.
was in the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, wherever it came from, I do not know right now.
Wow. What did the computer do?
Okay, I always had a knack for the universe, as I'm saying,
Uh-huh.
and the stars and the planets and the whole constellation.
Mm-hmm.
So I began to study them. I wanted to know where the planets and the constellation was at my time of birth. And
Wow.
then when this handheld computer flowed in,
Mm-hmm.
I would do relatives, I would do friends, and the like. All
Wow.
I would do was type in their computer, and it would give me the date, type in their date of birth and
Uh-huh.
year, and then it would give me where the planet, which house it would be in when they were born, and that type of thing.
So the computer did all that? Wow.
Yes, and this was in the 60s. And here I am now, some 45 years later,
Mm-hmm.
wondering, now where did I get that from?
Right. Where did that computer come from? Wow.
I have no idea.
Wow.
And my sister came on over today, and it's not a coincidence that she was talking about that computer today. And I didn't even ask her. She said, "Remember when you had that computer as a young girl, and mom could not pull you away from it? You would sit on the front porch and you would be typing like you knew what you were doing,
Mm-hmm.
studying the planet." She
That
said,
is
"I even
amazing.
decorated my rooms with the planet and the stars in the ceiling."
Oh, that's beautiful, Virginia. That is awesome. So can you remember back, like, before that happened, like what led you to become interested in the planets?
It was an inborn thing.
Wow.
I remember being told that I was born with a special gift, a veil, as some of you may know.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are born with veils over their eyes, and I could say whatever that means. But
Mm-hmm.
in this world, it means that you are a special person.
Yes. Okay, what about you were mentioning your elders? Like, did they speak into your life? Did your mom embrace your gifts as a child as well?
My mom did, as a matter of fact. My sister just told me again this morning, "You were special to our mom."
Mhm.
because whatever you wanted, it was all good. She would get it for you. And perhaps she is the one who purchased the computer for me.
Wow.
And she would sit down and talk with me because she was valedictorian of her class. So
Mhm.
she made me read. She made me
Oh,
read every day. And I
I
couldn't do
see.
anything else until I did it.
Oh, wow, that is something. Okay. So, are there any physical or non-physical beings who have inspired you on your path? You know how we all have spirit guides, and we all have people as well who, spirit guides which are non-physical, as well as people that helps us on our path. Like for me, it's Abraham Hicks and Esther Hicks and Deepak Chopra and folks like that, as well as, and I also feel a presence. Like there's always a presence with me. Like not just like a single presence, like it feels like there's a posse or something. Some would say like,
Yes.
or an entourage, like a collection of spirit guides that I can just feel them with me all the time. Is how do you explain that? What does it feel like to you?
To me, that presence was, um, I would read the Bible a lot
Mhm.
back in the younger days. I would. And from there, more knowledge and seeking more came to me. It was like downloaded in my spirit from the heavens
Mhm.
because I would hear ringing and
Mhm.
noise and
Yes.
beautiful music, angels singing, and
Wow.
it was just heavenly. I would hear that. And
Wow.
then I would think, okay, something here is guiding me. And from there, I started paying attention. It was as close as we are talking right now because I would hear it in my ear and I
Mhm.
would do it. But I've always had visions after reading and into a meditative state. I would see fire. And this was mostly every night. I would
Mm.
see fire or I would see water.
Wow.
And those are signs to me that something special is going on. There is some information that my guide wanted me to know and do.
Wow.
And I've
That you
been
had a
blessed
calling.
to have it. Yes.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So you were mentioning before too, before the show, that Wayne Dyer was an inspiration in your life too. How are you led to Wayne Dyer, and like how did he help you out on your spiritual path?
Well, remembering Dr. Wayne Dyer's books in my younger days, because I started early reading,
Mm-hmm.
I would read his books. His books are full of inspirations and self help, and those are the type of books that I would read to um, help myself on this path that I am on now.
Mm-hmm.
So there's been others that I've picked up along the way. There's been many, many others. One is Deepak Chopra, Maya Angelou, and Doreen Virtue, who writes an article in the Woman's World magazine.
Mm-hmm.
And there's others.
Yeah. Those are some of the same people I follow as well.
Okay.
Isn't it great to be on this path though? To be on this
It
journey
is
of
wonderful.
higher consciousness, and kind of not just, don't be oblivious to what's going on in the world, but not pay attention so much to the negativity, and to really just tune in to yourself and live in who you are instead of what's going on in the world. Isn't that a beautiful thing to be able to do that?
It is wonderful. God has given us an innate gift,
Mhm.
it's internal.
Mhm.
And when we begin to raise our consciousness and
Mhm.
vibrate on a higher level, you will begin to vibrate out of the world to me
Yeah.
into yourself
Yeah.
because that's the way life is going to push it now. Either
Mhm.
you're going to follow the crowd or you're going to stand out and be what God has called you to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So if someone is seeking that inner truth, knowing that there is a higher calling in their life, and spirit is trying to guide them. And maybe they are trying to leave the traditional way, or religion or whatever, and they want to be more spiritual. But they just want to come out and speak their truth. It's kind of like what you're doing right now. What advice would you give to them?
Just do it. I
Mhm.
know, just do it and use your family. Start out by using your family as a platform.
Mhm. Mhm. The ones
Start
that are open.
reading.
The ones that are open
Yes,
to hearing.
yes,
Yeah.
the ones that are open,
Uh-huh.
and it will begin to resonate. For the ones who are open, it will
Yeah.
begin to resonate in their spirit of what you're saying and
Mhm.
doing.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about you as a natural health coach. What led you to that path?
Okay. Um, Along with um, studying the stars and the planet was a way of eating healthy. I remember as a young child, of course, we grew up with organic food.
Mhm.
We grew our own vegetables. So back then, there were no fast food stores in Tennessee. There were not. And
Hey.
so we had no choice but to eat uh, cooked food at home and partake in the fruit and vegetables of the land. And in that time, it was really grown organically. So I
Mhm.
remember going in our backyard, pulling off grapes from the vine, and would eat
Mm.
honeysuckles. I would pull the honeysuckle vine out and suck
Wow.
on the nectar
Wow.
from there.
That is so
Yeah.
awesome. I don't even
Yeah.
know what a honeysuckle looks like. What does that look like?
Well, me remembering correctly, it was a vine and the flower would stick out, and you could pull out a long stem out of this little flower and suck on the nectar at the end of the stem. And we would do that.
Wow. So this is when you were growing up. So
Yeah.
how did that lead you? Were you always
Okay.
interested in nature, or do you feel connected to
Always.
nature?
Yes.
Wow.
Even as a young girl, I did not like staying in the house.
Uh-huh.
Even up until now, in the summertime, I will
Mm-hmm.
stay outside 24/7 if I could, because I
Yeah.
love being in the sun, in nature, doing the grass, the flowers. I love it.
Yeah, because I know I've been over to your house a few times. I know you have a nice big garden over there. It's really pretty.
Thank you so much. I enjoyed it. It's a gift. It's a gift from God, and I love it. I love sharing it with people.
Mm-hmm.
I love growing the flowers. I have about 5 lavender plants growing. I have
Mm-hmm.
pear trees, about 4 apple trees. I just love it all. And I thank God for giving that to me, blessing me with it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So as a health coach, like, can you share with us some things that you took from? Did you go to integrative nutrition?
Okay.
It's a
As a
really great
health coach,
school. Mm-hmm.
it is. It is excellent. I just love the director and the founder, Joshua Rosenthal. Um, just an excellent teacher. Um, what happened is, as a young lady,
Mm-hmm.
I was very interested in spices and natural products to take for your health. And um, I would cook with the natural spices. I would take, it was a liquid on the market when I was in my 20s. It was
Mm-hmm.
a liquid on the market that you could get from the health food store that would help your whole body. And I was taking that, and I had my young kids with the right amount that they should take on that. But it was an innate feeling
Mm-hmm.
guide in my gut feeling of digestion. That's
Mm-hmm.
the area that I concentrate on right now. That's one of the areas I would say. And it was an innate feeling. Your
Wow.
stomach,
Mm-hmm.
your gut is all that you have. It's all everybody has. You have to take in the food for
Mm-hmm.
your whole body. You might as well do it well and
Yes,
learn of me and the ways and to take care of yourself. And
absolutely.
that resonated. It stayed with me
Mm-hmm.
until I got older, and now I know why.
So you're
Now
conscious.
I know why.
You practice conscious eating. So
Yes.
you don't just grab stuff here and there, or run to McDonald's or run here or run there because I'm out doing stuff. Or can you share, like, if somebody is wanting to do that, they're wanting to eat healthier, what advice would you give to them?
What I would do is, you can start small.
Mm-hmm.
You can start with just when you wake in the morning, drink a spring water with squeeze some lemons in it, and
Mm-hmm.
that will get your body. It will jumpstart your body into making it alkaline and helping you to um, empty your stomach in the morning, going to the restroom.
Yes, that is so key, isn't it, Virginia?
It
It's
is.
so
It's
key
very key.
to make sure that we release in the morning, because your body's detoxing at night while we're sleeping, right? It's
Yes, it
repairing, it's
is.
rejuvenating, and it's releasing, preparing for release anyway. So I think we should have one every morning, right?
That's true.
Every single
Because
morning.
now I'm learning from the different clients that I am reaching is that we're letting our food sit in our stomach too long,
Too long.
and it's not okay. It's not okay for that to happen like that. And the more you can begin to work on it, the better you're going to feel. Because while you're detoxing, when you're asleep, it has to go somewhere when you wake up.
Yeah, yeah,
And
it's
it's
got to
just
get out.
going to keep recycling. Yes,
Yeah, it's got to get
yes.
out.
Got to get out. Yes.
So you said lemon water. So what else can people do who are wanting to, because gut health is a big thing. And a lot of
Yes,
people aren't aware that, you know, we have this thing with weight loss. A lot of people want to lose weight. So what else, like what works for you? Like, you got the lemon water going. What else do you have going that can help with great digestive health and balancing our weight out, balancing your weight?
I'm I'm going to steer away from food for just a minute.
Mm-hmm.
What comes to mind is that we're all dealing, some are dealing with more issues:
Mm-hmm.
emotional health, our physical health. Now I want to start with emotional health. What is eating at you? What issues is eating at you to where we, you, have to grab things and eat out of context and steady grabbing food, not letting your digestion rest?
Mm-hmm.
So I think we need to deal with our emotional health
Mm-hmm.
uh, first, and that's seeing what problems are you having. Is it money? Is it relationship?
Mm-hmm.
What have you?
Mm-hmm. I understand. I get it. Now, getting back into the releasing, I know we're supposed to go in the morning. How many other times do you think we should go in a day?
We can start. At least it should be three:
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Those
Mm-hmm.
are the three times. But you can begin to work on it and get it up to two. And as it becomes easier and you start exercising and walking circulates your blood and everything is in your body. So
Mm-hmm.
as we begin to walk and exercise, things will become easier. With the weight will drop off. But also there's other things that has to happen too. But walking is very key also. And as we begin to walk,
Mm-hmm.
our body will circulate.
Mm-hmm.
Our minds will become clearer.
Yeah, they
We
will.
we will begin to think a lot better,
Mm-hmm.
and resources will begin to come to you another way. Sometimes we get stuck in, we think we're the only one that this is happening to, and it's not.